So this is the quick revision of the chapter on investment by Jones, which is chapter 17. So the first thing is that what is the optimal level of employment of labor and employment of capital by the profit maximizing firm, particularly employment of capital. So supposedly if you have this production function, y is equal to f of kl, right? Price of the output is P, interest rate is R, wage rate is W. So profit maximizing firm is going to maximize profit. Price of the output into output, which is FKL minus WL minus RK. So what level of capital is going to maximize my profit? So what will I do? I'll find out del pi by del K. Is this P del F by del K minus R equals to 0 minus R equals to 0. So what is this guy? MPK minus R equals to 0. So MPK is equal to R by P. That is the rental price of capital. So you are going to employ capital up to the point where marginal product of capital is equal to the rental price of the capital. One thing. Now let us write arbitrage equation. Let us write arbitrage equation. So the point is that um, uh, if there are two ways of investing money, and if investor is maximizing profits, then the two investments should be yielding the same return. If there are two ways of investing money and investor is maximizing profit, then both of the two ways should be giving them the same return, because if any one way would have given him a higher return, then he would have gone to that particular way only, right? That is what the arbitrage equation is. So for example, PK is the price of capital. With this PK, I can invest this money in the bank. In a bank and earn interest rate R, or I can use this to buy capital, and capital is going to give me a marginal product of capital. I'll earn that marginal product of capital. So if I'm putting this PK, whatever price I have for capital, if I put that amount and deposit that amount in a bank, I will be getting the interest rate R. So this is the interest income which I'm going to get from bank. If I'm going to buy capital with this money, so I will be earning marginal product of capital. Plus there can be some change in the price of capital over time, right? There can be some change in the price of capital. So capital's price can increase or decrease depending on that, right? So if I am actually profit maximizing, then these two returns should be giving me equal returns. These two investments should be giving me equal returns. Supposedly अगर ये मुझे ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट दे रहा ये मुझे ज्यादा रिटर्न दे रहा होता, I would have gone here. I would not even thought of buying any capital from that, right? So that is what the arbitrage equation is. So what I can do is that I can write PK. So say initial price of capital, initial price of capital is 1, right? So R would be PK plus delta PQ over K. So this delta PQ over K is nothing but the growth rate of price. Is the growth rate of price. If it is positive, it means there is capital gain. And if this is negative, it means there is capital loss. Right? It means there is capital loss. You with me? Right. अच्छा, एक चीज और है before I conclude this. There are reasons why this price can change, why the price of capital can change. It can change because of normal wear and tear. You are using capital, it is subject to normal wear and tear. Right. Uh, and if there is the technological improvement, then price of capital is going to go down. So as smartphone technology has gone up, the price of earlier smartphones have gone down. So that is also the reason why price of capital can change. With technological improvement, price of capital can go down. Uh, so, right, the price of land, office buildings, they will also increase over time. And that can also affect the price of capital. So the price of land, price of buildings will also increase over time. Will also increase over time. तो हम इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं? How can we actually write this? We can write it like this. We can in fact write, जैसे हमने यहाँ पे R is equal to लिखा है, so we can write it like this. Your MPK is equal to R minus delta PK by PK. No? And in fact, I should rather write this as R plus D minus delta PK by PK. So this is nothing but the user cost of capital. This entire thing. So the total cost of using one more unit of capital to the firm. That is what the user cost of capital is. So you have user cost of capital minus this guy, and this is the MPK. Marginal productivity of capital is going to fall over time. You're going to use more and more capital, uh, so the productivity of capital is going to fall over time. Right. So a firm should invest in the extra unit of capital till the point MPK is equal to the user cost of capital. Right. So this is, तो कितना कैपिटल मुझे इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए? इतना. दिस इज माय डिजायर्ड लेवल. This is what the desired level is. So I should be investing this much, right? I should be investing this much. So how much should firm invest? A firm should invest until the marginal product of capital is equal to the user cost of capital. Is equal to the user cost of capital. You guys are with me? Right? Now, supposedly due to some reason, if there is a tax which is imposed, right? There is a tax which is imposed. So tax on corporate income. Let's say tau is the tax rate, and the initial price of capital is still normalized to 1, the way we have done. So the cost of funds now is going to be what? So 1 minus. So this much amount has gone into tax, na? Your tau. So what is left with you is 1 minus tau mpk minus d plus delta pk by pk plus delta pk by pk. Mhm. The firm is going to lose some of the capital in depreciation also, right? So please write this. The cost of the firm. अच्छा यहाँ पे भी क्या हो जाएगा? Because this is going to increase. So user cost, this was with no tax. This is going to be with tax. User cost with tax. And so the desired capital is going to fall. Right? So the desired level of capital is going to fall. So you can write your MPK as R plus D minus del PK by PK whole upon 1 minus tau. This is what your user cost of capital is going to be. This is what your user cost of capital is going to be. You with me? So, hmm. So what is the benefit to the firm of investing $1 in capital? One, the firm is going to earn the marginal product of the capital. Okay, let me just write this point because this you might need in your answer also. Benefit of investing $1 in capital. So one firm is going to earn marginal product of capital, right? Uh, but then firm also has to pay some taxes. So it is going to earn this marginal product of capital, but will also have to pay taxes. So that is the reason it is subtracted. Have to pay taxes, right? So net of taxes means अच्छा होना ये था ना फर्म ने अर्न क्या करा एमपी के टैक्स कितना दिया टाउ एमपी के so net of taxes it will be 1 minus tau mpk. That is what has been written out here. And firm is also going to lose some of the capital in depreciation. So one thing is this. So this is the explanation for this term, right? Then firm will also lose some capital due to depreciation. right? And firm is also going to incur some capital loss or capital gain. So that is also taken care of. Firm will incur because capital's price will also increase or decrease. So this is a quick revision on your chapter. So please read the reading carefully. Okay, I hope this was useful. Thank you, Beta.